any difference between the attachment and interference? How they are different?
Attachment is different, interference is different. Interference comes from attachment. Non-interference comes from non-attachment. My son, my husband, my home, then you are interfering. Nobody is your son, nobody is your parent, nobody is your husband, nobody is your wife. Nobody is your boss, nobody is your subordinate. So there are no attachments, then there is no interference. Interference comes from attachment. Attachment comes from ignorance, lack of spiritual knowledge. When you don't know what is spirituality, when you know only materialism, you are attached. You got attachment. And from that attachment comes interference. From interference comes suffering. Everybody is suffering. The Buddha said the whole world is in dukkha. That is the first noble truth. He saw the whole world, everybody is in dukkha. Everybody is in suffering. Because everybody is interfering with everybody else. And allowing interference by others. Because of attachment, because of spiritual ignorance. By eightfold path, he said, remove your spiritual ignorance. Then you will be removed from your attachment. And you will remove yourself from your interfering quality. And you are out of your suffering. First noble truth, suffering. Second noble truth is because of your trishna, which is desire to control others, which comes from ignorance, avidya, which goes away with the eightfold path. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, friends and masters. Thank you so much for being here. And we are here continuing our Zen program. And I am Asha Pai. I'm from Jacksonville, Florida. And by profession, I was a doctor. And now I'm pretty much a meditator. And you name it, I do it. So a little bit introduction about myself. You know, when you grow up, especially in India, by osmosis, you get lot of some religious, things that you do, some spiritual things that you do, and you don't take it seriously. And then as you grow up, you want to do what everybody else is doing. If everybody is getting married, you want to get married. So you never really think what you really want. You just do because the society expects you to do things. And then when you keep going forwards, the children, everything comes and you continue. And even if there are ups and downs in your life, you recognize that it is just part of life. You have to take the good with the bad. And that is the philosophy everybody gives you. So here comes, luckily for me, my life has been wonderful. Had a great life both in India and in the USA. And doing that, what happens is you start forgetting that you are a temporary person on this earth. So start accumulating things, start wanting things your way, start wanting to do and be the most powerful person in the small group of people that you are with. And here, so that was what I was doing. And in 1992, what happened was there was this, in South Florida, there was this huge Hurricane Andrew. And it wiped out a total city. It wiped out, so many homes were gone, so many people's belongings were gone, so everything was gone. And that was my wake-up call. When I saw that, the only thought that came to me was, time and tide wait for no man. And I recognized the temporary being that I am. And that time I turned more and more into spirituality, in the sense I started to go for camps, started studying under a lot of great teachers, basically all about Vedanta, Bhagavad Gita, and then self-help books, philosophy. So did extensive studies from 1992, and it did some improvement in me. I got some intuitions. I was able to recognize, especially with my patients, recognize the seriousness of their illness within a second of seeing them. And all that was not me, it was, I felt, was a divine connection. And then during all this time, I was an angel outside. I was had a great reputation as a doctor. I was helping wherever I could. At home, I was doing everything. Was was having a great thing, but internally and among my family, I had outbursts of anger, suicidal tendencies, depression, and the internal enemies, kama, krodha, mada, matsara, moha, all that was just out of control. Trying to subdue it, trying to suppress it, it was still there. So then comes COVID. And in 2021, February, my dear friend Prachi, she was having a 21-day meditation program on Zoom. That is when I first learned about Zoom. And I went ahead and signed myself up for it. And that was my transformation. I enjoyed it a lot, mainly because it is so simple. The breath mindful meditation is so simple. I didn't have to be on a straight posture, this posture, that, nothing. Could do in whichever place I was comfortable at. And not only that, it was addictive. So even now, I meditate about 1 to 3 hours a day, and I've not left it since 2021. So it is, and then associated with meditation, we had all these classes, so many great masters from Patriji that I learned from. And there were so many things you learned. I mean, it was exciting because here I was a medical doctor, and now I'm seeing the correlation between this and the spiritual science. And E equals mc squared. That time it was just a by hearting thing and doing what needed to be done in physics. Here I come to know that I am nothing but 0.00001%. I am nothing. And the energy that I have is 99.99999. It is like I'm everything. So that was a big thing that happened. And it was a big eye opener, big eye opener. And it made me humble. It made me appreciate everything: the smell of the earth, the birds chirping, the cooking, the washing dishes, having arguments, playing with grandchildren, or just rolling in the grass. I enjoyed everything. And why? Because I had these experiences, but I knew I was just a spectator. I was not involved in it as much. I responded to situations. I had more and more alignment to oneness. And before, I used to look for happiness outside, from things, from people, from situations. But now, the happiness was me. There was no difference between me and happiness. And attitude towards myself also changed. I started to accept all my strengths and all my weaknesses. I enjoyed my madness. It was fine. I was unique. One of the great things that I laugh at and I admire and I'm at awe is I can think something and that thing happens. So that is something that it is scary, at the same time it is beautiful. I hardly stress. Fear is definitely gone. And like sir said the other day about time and space, I have lost its grip on me. I know that my journey is here, and I know that if this body leaves, my journey will continue with meditation, with spiritual science, with all this. So I'm so excited about my different things I'm going to do, and it may be whenever. So there is no time limit for it. Heart is always full of joy, gratitude, and love. And my thoughts are almost always positive or miraculous. And when it is on the other side, I can switch it easily. I've learned to do the Zoom, and I started doing classes for both adults and children. And I still study, I still learn so many new concepts and read books. I have attended so many of Buddha CEOs, 40-day programs, the coach program, the manifestation program, the Amrit, then our advanced retreat, global conference. So, I mean, it has been like Amrit all the time flowing on me. So, it is something beautiful. The few things that I do want to emphasize is regularity in meditation, and then having the enthusiasm of a child to learn new things, being open minded and accepting whatever comes your way. This will help to remove that tarnish that we have covered ourselves with so that we can see our better version. Now, the icing on the cake is Vani ma'am and Chandra sir came and visited me and my family in Jacksonville, Florida. The experience of the visit, the only way I can describe it is I felt like at last I was home. It was the most secure, non judgmental, joyous, loving experience. So, thank you, Masters, for giving me this opportunity to talk about my journey. And now it is my turn to welcome Jai Shri Ji, who is an excellent master. Though young in age, she is amazing. So much enthusiasm, so much energy, so much knowledge, doing so much of selfless service. So over to you. Welcome to you, and over to you, ma'am. Jai Shri.
Yeah. Thank you, Asha ji. Um, Wonderful. You just summed up everything. It was so inspiring. Thank you, ma'am. And happy morning and happy evening, friends and masters. A warm, very warm welcome to each one of you in this Zen program, right? Journey towards inner mastery. What a beautiful sharing by Asha ma'am. And today's the Asha ma'am was talking, she spoke actually, she summarized everything, the 40-day Amrit, AMR, everything in a nutshell, yes. But what she was talking about, the intuitive message, right? So today, the message, like it was an intuition to talk about this, which I will be doing it in some time. And then I hear Patriji's video relating it to the same. That is how beautiful it is, the experience, your messages, when you don't ignore your intuitive message and follow them. Yes. So, friends, of course, it is about, of course, Gautama Buddha. Let's talk, there is something called Paticca Samuppada. That is the first recital after Siddhartha Gautama over 2600 years ago under the Bodhi tree in Bodh Gaya, when he entered the deepest meditation of his life. And that night, as when the very early hours of the morning rose, and when he attended liberation, this was the first recital. He said he just spoke about, because of course he saw the truth of existence, and it was not through any philosophy or imagination, right? But through direct experience itself, right? His first profound recital was this. Of course, there are many pada, but this was the one which, after that night, in the early hours of the morning, the recital which he spoke about, Paticca Samuppada. This is the natural law that explains, he's a spiritual scientist, how suffering arises and how it ceases also. And it was not any kind of a belief system. When Ashaji spoke, from a young age, we get conditioned through various factors, and one is that belief system, but the discovery of how our mind and life actually function, right? So Buddha, he said in a very, very simple but profound way, he said that because of ignorance, right? Because of the ignorance, we don't see things clearly. It is all our perception. Yes. If there is a black or a black and white colored cat passing, one person will say, okay, this is a cat, right? The other person might say, oh, this is a black and white color cat. And the other will say, oh, this cat is thin. It's all depends on the perception, right? So because of the ignorance, if we don't carry the right perception, or it gives rise to the craving, he said. It gives rise to craving, aversion, right? And also the clinging attaches, that attachment, what Patriji spoke, it arises. And because of this craving, aversion, that is nothing but what? A new thought, new desire. Desire in the sense, I'm not just saying desire, it is Krishna, the clinging, the attachment to the desire. New struggles, it leads to constant becoming. Becoming is what? We create the reality, right? Our thoughts and feelings create the outer reality. But when our thoughts and feelings are with this, with this comes from ignorance, yes, that reality which leads to birth of new experiences, of course, which we don't want, right? Which, because of ignorance, that is not actually what we want our reality to be. So, and wherever there is birth, he said, but the birth of that new experience is coming out of ignorance, there is aging, like in the physical form, right? Birth, we age, yes, and then death. So, same thing, the experience also, the birth of the new experience due to the ignorance, then there is aging. And then because of that, of course, we take in, it is pain or pleasure, and then the death of that experience. In Pali language, he said, Jati Pachaya Jara Maradam Soka Parideva Dukkha Damana Supayasa, he said, Sambhavanti. That arises the entire mass of suffering, he said. But he also gave the reverse chain, the reverse order of this. When that ignorance, now this statement is very clear. Till now we understood, he said that the suffering is due to ignorance. But when he said, when he discovered, he says that when that ignorance is replaced with awareness, okay, awareness is what? Meditation and wisdom, right? So when it is replaced with that, then this craving or aversion drops. We see everything as it is, right? Yes. And when that craving drops, the clinging or the attachment ends, what Patriji was speaking in his video. So when that attachment ends, this, the birth and aging and the death of any experience which you don't want that to be your reality, yes, which is unwanted, that ends, and thus suffering ends, he said. And this is freedom, he said. This is liberation, right? He said, it's not like liberation, yes, something opens up and it stays open and whatever. But he said in very, very simple terms, that is liberation. When you see things as it is, when there is acceptance and lot of gratitude for whatever is going on. Yes, not just with that closed eyes and meditation, you stay in that meditative state. Even with the open eyes, when you are in that state, the meditative state, that is freedom, that is liberation. He said, when Siddhartha Gautama became the Buddha, right? Anyone can be a Buddha. Yes, because once you understand this, once you get liberated through this pattern, thought pattern, right? So how do we relate this? Then I use this recital is one of my favorite out of his many recital. And then he says, think of anger, to our daily life, how we think, how we can relate it is, now when you think of anger comes, even Chandra sir is all his sessions and many masters have explained, even Asha ji now, because of ignorance, right? Because we don't see the full picture. We don't have that wisdom, awareness, right? We cling to I am right and they are wrong. Blame game. Okay, we don't go to that ownership stage still because of ignorance. We stay in that blaming stage. From there, the suffering multiplies. I am right, they are wrong. Then more thoughts, unwanted, unscientific, what is not needed, that multiplies. But the moment awareness, that wisdom shines, right? Then this is just a thought. Then you become aware. Okay, no, I have this, everything, the suffering is inside me, not outside of me. Suffering is a choice, right? This experience has come to me. Okay, the same experience comes to two people. The one person with ignorance will suffer. The other person with knowledge and the wisdom or with that awareness will choose not to suffer, will see the thing as it is, right? And take it. So this is just a thought, just a feeling. And then when that wisdom comes in, there is my inner self will create my outer reality. Our thoughts and feelings will create my outer reality. Then that wisdom comes, the anger dissolves. The very moment that wisdom kicks in, and then the ignorance goes away, right? Because there is darkness, just one, that light will fade away all the darkness, right? So like that anger dissolves and suffering drops, right? So even today, the same chain works, what Buddha spoke about. Suppose someone, the next example, insults us. Insults us means we can only feel that we are insulted. No one can make us, no one can say, I'm insulting you. That is all inside us. Okay, if you want to feel insulted, you will feel insulted. Then ignorance makes us react, right? That's why many meditators, many of our participants, they say, after coming to meditation, I'm responding, I'm not reacting, right? So ignorance makes us react. I'm hurt, I'm angry, right? This person insulted me. Yes, then that attachment comes in. I want to prove I am right. Knowingly or unintentionally or intentionally, it comes in. I will never forgive. And we will suffer, right? So that, but with the with the awareness, with that wisdom, knowledge, yes, when does that, what is the difference between knowledge and wisdom? First, we hear all this as information, we process it. And then when we are talking about this information or when we are thinking about this, it becomes a knowledge. When we implement that knowledge in our life, only then it becomes wisdom. Yes, I read this somewhere and it just stayed with me. Yes, if you don't implement whatever you're hearing, you're reading, or whatever you can comes in your meditation also, there can be messages, right? If in coming in, if you are aware about it, everyone gets it. It's not like, oh yeah, I've not yet reached that level. We are stopping all that. We are all this consciousness. That's what we are learning. And then you are just giving those words. You are a master. You are in that level. I'm not still in that level. What is level here? We first accept that we are all that consciousness. You are that soul. I am also the same, right? We are one. If I'm talking here to you all, actually I'm talking to many of myself here. That is oneness. That is wholeness, right? So then because of that knowledge, you will choose that, okay, this is the I need not blame. I take the ownership. I am suffering. I choose not to suffer. Then that you break the chain, and then the anger drops and the peace returns. And I read this somewhere that it's not happiness and sadness also. We transcend everything. We need to be at peace at every moment in our life. That's what they said, right? Like how Chandra sir explained. We transcend pain, pleasure, good, bad, even happiness and sadness. You transcend all that. The right word is to say, I'm at peace at every moment in my life, right? Happy. Okay, of course, we can say that, but deeper inside, that is my experience. Happy also, you are getting attached somewhere, right? When you are at, okay, peace, neutral, any situation, right? Then, of course, that's what Gautama Buddha talks about. See as it is. Yes, don't manipulate, don't create anything. See as it is. So the Gautama Buddha, he showed us that life is a chain reaction. If we change even one link consciously with that awareness, wisdom, we can change the entire experience of our life. So that's what he said. So the root insight of this recital, Paticca Samuppada, is ignorance, avijna, right, is the first link in the chain of suffering, he said. Because of this ignorance, we don't see things as it is. We don't see the reality as it is. That ignorance leads to the craving, aversion, attachment, becoming, right? The birth of I arises, and finally suffering. So suffering is due to ignorance. We have read this. This is the Buddha's core message. And the reverse is also true, he said. He didn't just leave it like that. He said the reverse order also. He said when ignorance is removed through the knowledge, awareness, the suffering ends. Right? So that is how it is. Friends, so he just, in a Pali language, but I'll tell you in the English terms, he said, oh householder, now you are seen, he said. You shall not build a house again for me. All your beams are broken. The ridgepole is shattered. The mind has become freed from conditioning. That's how what we talk about, reprogramming our limiting beliefs, right? The conditioning, we come out of that. The end of craving has been reached, he said, and I am liberated. That's what he said. Is the last verses of this pada. Okay, friends. So what we are doing in our practice is taking us there, actually. Why? When you are observing the breath, right? You are observing the thought and then you come back and observe the breath. Because, yes, why we are doing that? We are learning to come back and stay at the present moment, see things as it is, see the natural, what stays with us. That is the breath. So awareness, the knowledge, breaks the chain of ignorance. So by all this practice, the Anapanasati meditation, the heart elevation process, we drop that selfish craving or any kind of aversion, equanimity. We maintain equanimity. That's why we say don't judge. Don't judge your thoughts. Don't judge your breath also. Oh, this is very aggressive. I'm feeling very subtle. Don't do anything. Just observe as it is, right? Yes. So we expand into the compassion. we step into the freedom, what Buddha spoke about. Awareness, knowledge, wisdom leads to freedom, liberation. Ignorance leads to suffering. Now it's your choice what you want, right? So, friends, this particular recital, it's not just philosophy, it's actually a mirror. It's like a reflection. Yes, we are, by sitting in meditation regularly and consistent practice, we are breaking that chain of suffering and opening the door to liberation. Okay, so friends, let's get into our meditation session now. So if you're wearing specs or glasses, kindly remove. Yes, Sagar.
Dear friends, dear masters, with your specs removed, eyes closed, keep your hands in your chest area and resting your attention on your sacred heart. Can you feel your beautiful heart? Feel the center of all emotions, nurturing all life. With its higher vibration of love, compassion, dear friends, dear masters, with your specs removed, eyes closed, keep your hands in your chest area and resting your attention on your sacred heart. Can you feel Your beautiful heart. Feel the center of all emotions, nurturing all life. With its higher vibration of love, compassion, kindness, gratitude. Dear friends, dear masters, with your specs removed, eyes closed, keep your hands in your chest area. And resting your attention on your sacred heart. And can you feel your beautiful heart? Feel the center of all emotions, nurturing all life. With its higher vibration of love, compassion, kindness, gratitude. Can you recollect an experience from your past? Or simply imagine to be living an experience of higher emotions of love, deep joy, gratitude.
Relive that moment and feel that energy. The more you experience, this higher emotions and energy of love, compassion, the more coherent you become. With all things and everyone. We are all deeply interconnected. Deep inside, we are specks of energy connected to each other. Use self to direct this energy, to spread this energy to everyone and everything on this planet, to help them elevate themselves. Where your attention goes, there your energy flows. Feel. And slowly, let's go into breath mindfulness meditation with your fingers into fingers, hands comfortably rested in your lap. Observe your normal, natural in-breath and the out-breath. We are going into powerful group meditation, dear friends. Observe your natural in-breath and the out-breath. When you observe your breath, your mind becomes empty. The mind is becoming empty. We experience greater emptiness. That calmness inside of you, all around you. It is natural to have thought. When you recognize your thinking, go back to observing your breath and allow yourself to go into the deeper states of calmness, emptiness. As the mind is becoming empty, all that liberated energy is channelized into the present moment. Your body begins to function at its natural best. You develop greater power of thought. into your breath and allow yourself to experience that emptiness, calmness inside of you, all around you. Become aware of that calmness, stillness within you as you merge into your breath. All emptiness is energy. This is the quantum field of limitless dimensions, the field of infinite possibilities. The more you are with it, the more you tune in to the abundance of healing energy. empowerment energy. That energy of love, that energy of the mystic, or whatever you can become aware of. Falls into this emptiness of no body, of no thing. or less matter, more emptiness and energy. As the mind is rested, you move away from this matter, your body. You experience that emptiness, energy, the feel of all connection, the field of all wisdom. The more you are in this calmness, emptiness, the more insightful you become, the more connected you become. Merge into the emptiness of yourself, your divine self. Receive your greater mind, that awareness. the more you are with it, the more you experience your intuitive intelligence. The more you develop that acceptance, and the more effortless life becomes. Friend, it's truly a privilege to be experiencing this life, to be exploring consciousness for a greater life at this time of history. Many are not so blessed. Can you express gratitude to everything and to everyone? Be grateful to this intelligent universe. To your parents, to your teachers, to your mentors. Deep gratitude to yourself, to your body. Give thanks to this nature, the mineral kingdom, the plant kingdom, the animal kingdom. Gratitude to all the people in your life, to everyone. To everything, the technology, the system, the companies, the governments. Gratitude is the ultimate state of receivership. Recollect your experiences from the session, and whenever you're ready, you can keep your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds, and then you open your eyes.
Okay, friends. Hope you all had a wonderful meditation session. Please type in chat. How was your meditation experience? It's wonderful, awesome. Lovely. So, friends, as we spoke about today's talk, suffering is due to individual ignorance. So, after when Siddhartha Gautama became Buddha, and he first went to the deer park in Sarnath to meet his 5 former companions, right? Because they doubted him at first. But when they saw him, that radiance in his face, then they just sat, because that's what it happens, right? We carry that higher vibrations, right? When we start meditating, that higher vibrational state. So that radiance is there, and they sat to listen. And then for some lecture, some discourse, but Buddha, he didn't do anything. He said, come, sit, sit, sit. And he said, close your eyes, observe your breath. That's what he said. Observe your thought, and then come back and observe your breath. And any sensation you feel, just observe them. See things as they are, he said. That's it. No lecture, no discourse. He said this. And this was the first meditation teaching, the Dhamma wheel tuning for the first time. And then they practiced, the 5 companions, and even they were, their suffering began to dissolve and they became liberated. From that moment onwards, he never stopped teaching, because he knew the wisdom, the awareness arises, suffering ends, right? He realized the truth, and he walked for 45 years, place to place, teaching. He didn't just sit there in one place. He went place to place teaching, because true wisdom naturally flows into service. So that's what here many Buddha CEOs, or all of them, right, masters like Asha Ji, Jagdish sir, Kiran sir, they have just not stopped. They have not just kept that knowledge within themselves. It naturally flows into service. They go talk about this to others, because what we have benefited out, the compassion develops. We want others to experience there. We want others' suffering to end there. We want others to know the truth and then make the right choice. Don't make suffering as a choice. Right? So any challenge, any event, any experience, what you have, it's all your perception. If due to ignorance, you want to suffer, that choice you want to make, or you want to bring in that wisdom and learn from that experience. Yes, learning or suffering, it's your choice, what you want. And of course, this Maya, that illusion, kicks in now and then. That's why we say, we have this community, we have this like-minded people together, we have masters. And of course, in my life, Chandra sir, yes, like a father who will handhold you and lift you up again whenever that illusion hits you. It has happened some few times. My recent time also is stay here in UAE. He will just bring you back to stay you cling it, to your true self, to make you realize this is not just true self, this is your true self. You're just that Maya has kicked in. Come back to the truth. That's what. So recent time also, he said, no event or circumstance is greater than you, he said. Just become zero of anything in your life, he said. That's what he said. Yes. So, friends, so with that, of course, service, what we do, you know, we have this conferences, we have this event. Sometimes people ask me also, why so many conferences for meditation? Why so many programs? We don't stop. We go to the people, right? We have to make people, when they are ignorant, we have to make them feel that we are one among them. And then they come into that receptive mode. Then they will receive whatever we say. So that's why there are so many. We have these programs, beginner, intermediate, and advanced level. 40-day youth program, and Amrit intensive meditation program, advanced meditation retreat. Yes, to become the new version of you, right? And then conferences. So we have, that's why he has designed in various ways. So we make everyone, when they are ignorant, you need to do this. Make them feel first that we are one, we are all one, we are one among them. That trust, then that intention becomes strong, because transformation happens however we teach, how much ever we talk to them, how much ever we speak about all this. But transformation happens only with that individual strong intention to transform. Yes. So that is how it is. So service is love in action. Service is meditation in motion, they say. Right? So when we serve also we dissolve our ego, the I factor goes away. We stop asking what can I get from this, and start thinking that what can I give? And in that shift, we discover the true joy, true peace, right? And we act like an instrument without any expectation. So, yes, friends. So, with that, yes, Asha ji, any sharing or any announcement, please let us know. You can unmute.
Yeah, we have a raised hand. Rajni Kumar.
Yes. Rajni ji, yes.
Yeah. Thank you so much for the session, both of you, Asha ji and very good experience in the meditation, and also just one experience. I was in the kitchen when the meditation session started, but we were having some issues, and the recording was keep stopping, right?
Yes.
Just a couple of times until I came and sat, because the universe wanted me to sit. Once I started, then there was no, it continued.
So you were the reason.
Sorry about that, but I thought it was funny.
No, that is how universe helps us to get more trust and more, our intention becomes more stronger, because universe is with you. You take one step, the universe will take 9 more steps to get you there.
Yes. And this afternoon, I was thinking of, I need to do some research on this, how to stop suffering, analysis of suffering, and how to reduce it. I was thinking, and there you are talking about suffering. This is like, universe is holding my hand. I'm so blessed. Thank you so much.
Wonderful, wonderful, Rajni ji. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
There was
Uh,
one more hand, I don't know. Oh, the Usha is there.
yes, Ushaji.
Yeah, good morning, masters. It was so beautiful. I think today I would like to sincerely express myself. You know, the minute everyone comes on the screen and then goes, and when Chandra sir doesn't come, you know, there is one little swallow that goes inside, like, oh, he's not there. But you people did such a beautiful job. It's like one of us being there and expressing yourself. It was so beautiful, so fantastic, as if you're taking each of our words and putting it together. It's so beautiful. Lovely to see you there. And I'm sure each one of us will be there too. Thank you so much. Lovely.
Thank you. Thank you. Ushaji, thank you for that.
Beautiful.
And yes, yeah, that's how we transcend all that. We need to transcend. No attachment to the master also.
Exactly. That's
We
what.
have to come
That
out of.
attachment. Yeah, that was that a second it took to really understand. We do
Yeah.
understand that, you know, we have taken it, but every minute it reminds us. And so beautifully it reminds. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Ushaji. And friends, yes, I think today Anjali has posted in the chat. We have book club also. Yes, Ashaji, you want to say anything? It is from 8
There's
to,
one question also.
yes.
Let me go with the question and then I'll do the announcement. Why do we cover our eyes at the end of the meditation by Shide Shafi?
Yes, Ashaji. You want to
Want me
answer?
to answer?
Please, please
Okay.
go ahead.
So, you know, in the beginning, we are sitting with our fingers crossed, ankles crossed, and with our eyes closed. So we form our energy circuit. And the fingertips have the most energy. So when we take our clasp off and then keep it on our eyes, we are trying to absorb that energy into ourselves and, you know, ground ourselves. That is what I know. Jayashiji, do you know anything?
Yes, it's just that because you are right, and that energy, when you are the holding it here in your eyes, you're just making it flow through you. That's all it is. And of course, one way of, in that after the gratitude session, when you do that, it is one of the way you are just absorbing that, that feeling of themselves. It remains in you. That is one more uh, thing. And basically, it's the energy thing, what flows.
Right.
And yes, there is another question that when will the 40-day program start? October 27th. And at the end of this Zen session, we will present you what are the upcoming programs also. So, Rajniji, yeah, please hold on to that thought and we'll go through all the upcoming programs, the last day of the Zen session. And of course, tomorrow we have this great master coming in, Dr. Newton Kondavati sir, and one of our mentor and for the foundation too. So please do join live and enjoy his session. Yes, Ashanti.
Yeah. Let me go with my announcement. There is at 8 p.m. to 9:15 p.m. IST, we have the Light Book Club. And the book is Life After Life by Raymond Moody. And we have wonderful speakers, Richa Srivatsav and Ratnvel. So, take advantage of everything that Chandra sir and Buddha CEO team, is giving us in a platter. So it is wonderful. The more we absorb, the more we become into that, get away from our ignorance. And we can implement the knowledge into wisdom.
Awesome. Thank you, Ashaji. And Anjali can post, how can we join your WhatsApp group? I think Anjali, can you please post the link? Or Sagar, yeah, Sagar, Kiran.
And one more raised hand.
Yeah, Nilima.
Nilima.
Yeah, yeah. Good morning, Ashaji. I have a question with Dr. Ashaji.
Okay.
Can I proceed?
Please, please.
Yeah, as you said, कि whenever negative thought come or mind chattering us, how to switch over from that?
So I feel the more, because of our meditation, the more we meditate and stuff, meditation is for 1 hour, but the rest of the 23 hours, we still have to be mindful.
Okay.
And when the negative thought comes,
Mm,
if you're in a mindful state, if you're aware, then
mm.
immediately you will come to know that you have a negative thought. So negative thought means you judge not just yourself, sometimes you judge others too.
Yes.
So like like example, like let me I went somewhere one time and I saw the lady who was checking me in at the gym, and
Mm,
really, this is just an observation. Now I'm not making any judgment,
mm.
but her teeth were all upside, all over the place. And for a moment, I'm like, wow, So I went into judgment. And then immediately I recognized. And then immediately I took a couple of deep breaths. And then I just saw her soul, just the soul. Forget about everything else. And even in the airport now, when I walk through the airport and stuff, I just look, wow, this consciousness is just roaming around as souls all over here, things like that. So you have to talk, your talking has to change within your brain into because we have used to having judgments,
Yes,
not
yes.
only, for such a long time. Anything, I mean, my hair in the on the video, it is standing a little bit like this, and I'm like, wow, So judgment is something that we kind of go through. So you have to let go of it and recognize immediately, if you can. If not, don't. Again, the bottom line is you have to be kind to yourself, and this is a work in progress. And every day, this time it may not happen. Next time it will happen.
Patience.
Yes. Perseverance, patience, Shraddha, Shaburi, all those things.
Yeah, but it fluctuates at time. Is it that
100%.
we are trapped in other person's aura or something like that person is more powerful, so we are carried away? Yeah, yeah. Is the constant meditation the only reason
The
which can
constant
enhance?
meditation will improve your power. I mean, improve your or strengthen your aura, that you won't let anything. It's like a shield.
Shield,
Nothing
protective
will
shield.
hit you. Nothing will
Okay.
hit you. And
Okay.
there are, if you look into so spirituality, there is so many things you will hear.
Yeah.
But you have to be one minded, one focus,
Yeah.
and know
Focus.
that you are strong. And there are your best days, you might be your best version, but when you're sick and stuff, you may not be your best version, and that's okay
Yes.
too.
Yes. 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 Very true. Thank you so much. Like
You're welcome.
you said, ki you meditated for 1 to 3 hours. So like
Yes,
the time duration, it's not that ki we should just sit for 15 minutes or half an hour. It can be prolonged. Only meditation gives you answers to your own queries, as
right.
Patriji also
Meditation,
said.
you're supposed to meditate, according to Patriji,
Yeah.
1 minute per age.
Yeah.
So the minimum, if you're 25, 30 minutes, things like that. Now the more you meditate, if you have any illness in you and things like
Yes.
that, you can heal yourself.
Yeah.
So the power is so much, right? So you're able to heal, you're able to change your neuronal pathways. There is so many benefits from doing long meditations, but it all depends upon how much. But minimum, you whatever is you're able to do it.
Yeah. I am experimenting on my own self for my illness and all.
Yes,
Let me try. Let me give myself a try.
100%. And you'll do it because you have the positive intention for it.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Gratitude to both of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Nilimaji. Thank you, Ashaji. I think we have Dr. Krishna sir here. Sir, would you like to share?
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Please go ahead.
Thank you so much for a wonderful session. I've tried to attend all these days, except the weekends. I was not able to, but it's been a wonderful journey. And thanks. I actually, the knowledge that Jaya, I think, is it Jaya Madam? Am I getting the name correct?
Yes, Jai Shri. Yeah.
Jai Shri.
Jayashree Madam, today's knowledge that you shared was really good. Appreciate it. Uh, I wanted to ask you a question to basically try to clarify my own doubt. When we talk about detachment, the confusion I'm having is how do you remain detached and then generate compassion at the same time?
Yes. Detachment, sir, we don't, like, for example, like Ushaji was saying, that for a moment, okay, we didn't see Chandra sir, oh, today is not going to be there, that kind of a feeling, because you're getting attached to whatever it is. If there is a detachment, your acceptance becomes easy, right? And compassion, you will develop compassion, but that attachment will not be there. Like, for example, a situation comes that uh, there is someone which you thought, who is very close to you in your life, and comes in and he's talking something which is, you're not in favor of it. You don't want to hear that, right? But when there is this detachment towards that talk, not to the person itself, you're not getting attached to the words or to that experience itself, then you're not going to take in anything inside you. Yes. And you see that person as they are, and you're not going to make any judgment or conclusion, right? Only why does this judgment or conclusion come? When you get too attached to it. Attachment doesn't, or detachment doesn't mean that you isolate yourself, or you stay within yourself and you don't care about others. Attachment comes to the emotion, to the emotion. That's why they say we transcend beyond happiness, sadness. We transcend beyond this good or bad. We transcend beyond right or wrong. What is right, what is wrong? It's all you, right? If you think it is right, that statement in the sessions we show, if you think it is right, it is right. If you don't think it is right, it is right. Right? So, however it is. So, that is why we practice that. That will come by practice, and regular meditation will get you to that stage. Like, for example, yes, when sometimes your children also, when you say it's I, my children, my family, everything, that wisdom comes in. When that wisdom comes in, we are that energy, soul, right? Everything. Then the whole, everyone are our like family members. Then where does that attachment come to a specific thing? We are in that oneness state. That oneness or that wholeness is there in us. Then we don't get attached to this tribe. This is my thing, mine, me, I, right? So that's how it is. For simple, yeah, okay, yes, of Chandra sir was here, and okay, we had a nice retreat. We had a nice wisdom talks from him. We learned a lot. That's it. After that, he's not there. Yeah, if you are getting attached to that, then you are always thinking in that, okay, we had such a nice time that is gone. We are back to our mundane, routine life. No, that was an experience. You look at it as an experience. That's what Gautama Buddha said. You see the reality as it is. Yes, you don't go into any kind of emotion there, right? But of course, we want to others to understand. Otherwise, why he needs to travel always to get in touch with the people? Because he wants everyone to come out of their suffering through their wisdom. It's not that he is going to go and take away that suffering from them. He's just going to give the tools to them and for them to realize and come out of that suffering, right? So that is how it is. So compassion is pure. It's not the state. It is the when you do regularly the meditation practice and all that, you will see that that difference. You will bridge that gap.
And when you take the role of a father or a like Eckhart Tolle once said that when he is on the stage, he is a master. So he is in that role of a master. He does everything like that. But the minute he gets off the stage, he's not that anymore. But if he starts acting like I'm still a master, then he's going to be suffering because that is attachment to that title. So personally also we can be, we can get attached to being a mother or a doctor or a something. In that situation, I'm a doctor at my practice, but when I come home, I should be a mother. And when I go into that role, it is with pure, if I go with pure love, then whatever I teach the children is more expansive rather than very limited. It comes through the, like Jay, she said, it comes, it is from the oneness it comes. It doesn't come from my child. If you see two kids fall from a bike, when they're going on the bike, two kids fell. One is your child and one is another child. Where are you going to go? You're going to make sure that other child is okay, but you're going to go to your child because you are responsible for your child. It's not because of attachment, and you're still going to take care of the other child too. You're not going to just say, and that is all those things that comes with meditation. We are not going to blame, because of you my child fell. The blame game will go away. All of both the kids will be taken care of. So I don't know whether I made any sense, but
no, thank you. So the thing was the understanding was like, so like for us to have compassion arises from gratitude, is my understanding. And so I was kind of getting a little bit confused in the sense like, if gratitude is also an emotion, and can an emotion happen without attachment?
Yes,
it
it
is a
can.
higher vibrational emotion. Gratitude, compassion, kindness, they're all higher vibrational emotions.
Yeah.
Whereas attachment, anger, all those things are lower.
Yes.
I think the context in what you are thinking, that is the difference of that word attachment itself, sir. Attachment here is that's what the wording says, right? Be attached with a detachment. That's what some phrase says, right? Okay. So that is how, when you have this I, when you drop that I itself, the attachment, what we don't want, will go away. So, and you see everything as like even in yesterday's session, I think he was saying, if when you are attached, like, okay, then If your children or if your colleague is doing something, you see as it is, but you start making that judgment, because when there is an attachment only, you will start making that judgment or conclusion. Right? So that's why they say practice no judgment, no conclusion first. Then automatically, naturally, you'll come out of that attachment stage. When you practice, this is like a reverse, they say, right? Reverse psychology or reverse context, like that. When you practice that, then you will come out of the attachment itself. And that's what they say, like they ask how Ashaji explained. It's not just your biological children. Everyone are spiritual children to you. It doesn't matter the age difference and whatever. When they are coming to you, okay, so you treat them like a spiritual children. Then everything is one, right? There is nothing like, okay, I'll do this much, I'll give this much time to my biological children and this much. Everything is same for you. That will come. Otherwise, great masters, Patriji, Buddha, or Chandra sir will not come out and, do so, just go to the people and start teaching and start giving this wisdom to them. If you're attached, you want to stay in your comfort zone itself. You don't want to come out of that. Then that is not liberation. Then again, you're falling back to that cycle. You're making suffering as a choice. So any experience also, when you are not attached, when you are very neutral to it, then there's nothing which goes in, good, bad, happiness, sadness. You're just at peace at every moment in your life, but that comes with lot of practice. That's why they say, you have attended 140 days, it's not enough. You attend session after session, because law of repetition, law of association, right? That's how we can train ourselves. So thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you for the clarity. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes.
There was a question, Jayashree, on about that on the health, but I don't see it anymore. So
Yeah.
for health reasons, whether to meditate for 2-3 hours at one stretch, and I think you do have to do it at one stretch. But if not, you can, like they say, like how the medicine we give 3 times a day, so you can do 1 hour 3 times a day, or 1.5 hours 2 times a day, depending upon that. So, but I'm not sure who asked that question, because I don't see it anymore.
Okay.
And then,
But yes, for health issues, like Ashaji said, long hours will help you, and full moon meditation. That
under
will
the
also,
pyramid,
under the pyramid, everything is a place. When you attend the 40 days
group,
program, we have this physical quotient sessions about, physical quotient. So you'll have more clarity on that. So whoever has asked, I highly recommend you to attend the 40-day program, which starts from October 27th.
Usha Subramanian, did you ask your question or your experience?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, thank you so much, Ashaji. Thank you, everyone. Jagdish sir, thank you. Kiran sir, Sagar, thank you so much.
Thank you.
We'll wrap up the session for today, friends. So see you all tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
What do I want? What do I desire? to my highest good. What do I want? What do I desire? What will bring me to my highest good? Prosperity, prosperity, I claim it, I claim it. Abundance, abundance is mine, is mine. Love, love flows through me, flows through me. I feel joy, I feel joy all the time, all the time. I can have it, I can have it. I deserve it, I deserve it. I claim it, I claim it. It is mine, it is mine. I can have it, I can have it. I deserve it, I deserve it. I am it, I am it. It is mine, it is mine. Peace, peace fills my heart, fills my heart. I surrender.